I've been kind of wanting to record something, but at the same time I feel weird recording something because as you can see, I am not currently in Australia. I am at my apartment. It's currently the 3rd of January, and I feel like when I record a video, I'm gonna kind of have to explain why I'm not in Australia, but I also kind of don't want to get into it. It's weird, and I kind of want to talk about it, but I also kind of don't want to talk about it. I feel like some of my friends know, but not everyone knows, so it's also like I feel like I owe them kind of the respect to tell them personally. But I also kind of don't want to keep talking about it. I have alluded to it in the comments on my 2023 review video, because in that video I basically go over the roller coaster that was 2023 without me realizing how much of a roller coaster it was going to be after I recorded the videos. So after I'd recorded everything in 2023 and I had wrapped up all of my videos, I'd edited everything, even recording videos when I wasn't feeling very well and I was feeling a little bit sick. I recorded all of those videos, edited them, and said, this is it. Now I'm gonna enjoy my holiday period of going to Germany and going to Australia. And I was super excited for those trips. But before I even got to Germany, things went down. So basically, as soon as I had wrapped up my videos, let's just say that the last two and a half weeks of December were not awesome. We got some news that wasn't very pleasant, and I definitely cried a lot in December. I've cried a lot in January. I mean, it's the 3rd day and I think I've already cried 6-7 times this year. There's been a lot of tear shedding, a lot of processing of stuff, and the news that we got is the reason we are not currently in Australia, and had to actually cancel our trip. So I'm kind of debating how much in detail I want to go. So I want to kind of stress that I personally am okay. Obviously, it's been an emotional roller coaster, and I'm trying to process everything mentally, and I've felt numb for quite some time now with my emotions and everything that's been going on. It's just all over the place, and I did go into going to Germany with the intent of filming a lot there, because my thought was, if I'm not going to go to Australia, I can use Germany as kind of I still have a travel vlog to upload once I would return to posting again. But I felt very emotionally drained and numb and just not really in the mood to film. I did film some stuff because I really did intend to make it into a great vlog, and then it just kind of wound down the further we got into that, couple days that we got away. And I think that's probably part of me feeling very numb and emotionally drained and all of that. But I was happy to still get away because it did give me some distraction, and it did mean I had a different environment around me for a little bit, and I got to just relax and not really do much, and we just chilled and spent our time together, and that was great. But obviously, like, everything else was still in the back of my mind, and I feel like this whole video is just all over the place, and it's not gonna make sense once I try and piece this together in the edit, but this is essentially how I feel. I feel all over the place, and my emotions in my brain, and it's not been easy. I feel like I'm being very vague in like everything. I feel like I haven't even explained why I'm not in Australia. Part of me feels like I can't really say it. I feel like I kind of don't want to say too much, but I also don't want to say nothing, if that makes sense. So I might just, I don't know, I feel like I might go into more detail later in the year, when I've had a little bit more distance from it and more time to process, and hopefully we know more by that time. But as of right now, I'm probably gonna keep it very vague. Even if I do go into some detail, I'll probably still keep it vague. But I might go into it deeper maybe when I do write myself a letter around my birthday, because, you know, I'll probably ask myself about the Australia trip. So I might go into it then, because then, you know, it's been a little bit more time. All right, well, we got interrupted a couple times. So I chatted with my mom, and then I also had my boyfriend call me. So I'm trying to see what the best setting is for my lighting, but I don't really know. So we're just gonna make the best of it. Here's basically what I can say. I don't necessarily know what I've talked about at this point anymore, or how much, you know, I've confused you guys. But essentially, as I said, December was hard, and that is because we got some news that meant that we weren't going to be able to go to Australia. So obviously hearing something is wrong is never fun, no matter what time of year it is, no matter what you have on your planning. It's, you know, it's never a good moment. But basically, because of health reasons, we weren't able to go. And as I said, I'll probably share more at some point, but right now, that's what I'm gonna keep it as, a little bit vague. But it kind of is what it is. I do want to say that I did have some getaway moments that I cherish, and I also have had good holidays, even if it was, you know, still emotional and stuff. But we had good holidays, and even though I am bummed that I'm not in Australia right now, I am using my time kind of wisely, in a sense that I am currently setting up my bullet journals. I say bullet journals plural because I have multiple that I'm setting up this time around. I am going to dedicate a full bullet journal to reading. I kind of want to do a different kind of reading journal, to make it a little bit more fun for myself to actually log it and actually come up with a full rating system for myself, so that I can kind of figure out what to rate things and actually leave reviews, because I want to be better at doing that in 2024. And then I'm setting up my daily bullet journal, and then I've decided to do a collections journal. So all of my bullet journal ideas come from Jashi Curran over on YouTube as well. I'll make sure to leave her channel link down below, but I get most of my bullet journal inspiration and ideas from her, and she has a separated kind of collections journal, which I think is a good idea, because I have things I would want to track yearly, for example, but I usually have 2 bullet journals throughout the year, and I don't necessarily want to redo those spreads. So I feel like keeping it in a separate thing might be nice in a way. So I'm gonna see if that works. I'm also keeping a done journal. So I kind of want to write down things that I have done on specific days so that when I look back on the day, I can actually see that I have achieved things, because I often feel like I don't achieve anything and that I am not being productive or that I haven't actually done anything that day. Whereas if I look at how much I do get done throughout the day, it's not nothing, and I sometimes forget that. So that's why I want to kind of write that down in hopes that I will feel more fulfilled and more accomplished on a day-to-day basis. So that's what I'm also keeping track of. And then there's more, but I can't at the moment think of it. But yeah, I'm trying to set up different bullet journals essentially. So I'm currently sketching out some things in my collections journal, and then we'll kind of, you know, go into my day-to-day journal and my reading journal. Like, I'm excited to kind of utilize this week to do that and actually, you know, set these up. So that's what I am gonna do with my time off. I did kind of decide to go back to work early and not take the full amount of time off that I was gonna take off for my Australia trip. Originally I was gonna go back to work on the 6th of February. No, that's wrong. Hold on. Let me actually check that. So originally I was planning on being back at work on the 6th. Yeah, that's what I said. So I am right. Okay. I was planning on being back to work on the 6th of February, and that is, you know, I'll be working on the 6th of February, but that is not necessarily happening. So I am gonna go back to work on the 9th, which is next week already, which in a way feels like so little time to do my stuff. But at the same time, I know that it's, you know, it's probably gonna be good to just go back to work and not have all that time off. Yes, of course, having time off is nice, but at the same time, I'd rather use my holiday days for an actual trip or actual time off where I'm actually gonna go somewhere. Whereas now I am just utilizing this week to kind of reset and actually set myself up for a good 2024. So setting up my bullet journals and actually, you know, trying to make a plan for what I'm gonna do with my year, kind of what my focus is gonna be and how I kind of wanna set my life up this year. Obviously, you know, as December proved, life isn't predictable and there are things that are just gonna be thrown your way and you're just gonna have to deal with it. And that's what we've been trying to do. I've just been trying to accept all the things that come my way and go through that. That's all I can do. It's not always easy, but it's just what needs to happen at this point. So yeah, I do hope that 2024 is gonna bring a lot of good things. So hopefully with the videos to come over the year, I'll be able to share some, you know, nice moments and some highlights and some milestones and good things that are happening in 2024, and I'm looking forward to that. I really do cross my fingers that that is actually gonna happen, but, you know, manifesting, I guess, that a lot of good things are gonna happen in 2024. But yeah, there's definitely some things on my schedule that are gonna happen in 2024 that I think are gonna be nice things. But at the same time, you never know. So yeah, take life as it comes, I guess, and make the best of the situation. That's what I'm trying to do. As I said, it's not always easy, but I'm really trying to do my best to just set myself up for a good 2024. And I think because I've cried so much over the past couple of weeks, I've been processing a lot, so that's good. But you know, even though it's not always fun and not always easy and not the best of times when you're going through it, it is good to kind of process it and actually, you know, go through it. So yeah, short video to basically let you know that I am actually here in my apartment and not in Australia. So those vlogs won't be coming. I won't be filming anything Australia related, but I did kind of feel it as I was setting up my bullet journals today that I did want to film, and I felt like if I do film, I kind of in a way felt like I owed an explanation, even though I feel like at the same time I don't owe anyone an explanation. But because I share a lot on here about life and what I'm doing, I feel like I kind of do owe an explanation. So that's more or less what this video is, and so that I can get it off my mind and I won't have to worry about it, and we can just, you know, start 2024 in a good way, hopefully. So that's kind of what I'm doing, and that also means that I can start, you know, filming different things again. I can actually start filming again because I haven't filmed anything since Germany, which I didn't even film that much of, so I didn't really film a lot. I have some shots on my phone from like New Year's and stuff, but not, you know, a lot of filming, not talking to the camera at least. I basically haven't talked to the camera at all since, you know, since our plans changed. And that's, you know, that's reality of things. But yeah, I haven't spoken to you guys in a while, and I just felt like I wanted to. So here's a video of me just chatting with you and kind of catching you up on what's happening over here. And if you do have questions, you are allowed to leave them in the comments, but I can't promise I will actually answer those questions. I kind of just want to not talk about it as much right now, so I'm just gonna keep it vague, and I'm just gonna say, you know, health reasons, and that's about it. So I'm not gonna go into a lot of detail on the situation, but I do want to say, if you do have questions, you can leave them in the comments. I will reply to your comment, but I can't promise I will actually answer the questions, if that makes sense. People that do know me personally do know. At least some people know. That's why I feel weird now making a video and essentially sharing it with the world, because some of my close friends don't necessarily know, because I've been avoiding telling them. But yeah. We'll see what happens. I just felt like I wanted to record an update. I'd been kind of thinking about it all day, and I was like, I'm just gonna record it. So yeah, I can't really say I hope you enjoyed this video because it's not necessarily a video I thought I was gonna make. Not necessarily a video I enjoyed making. But yeah, if you want to support me in any way, then please consider subscribing to my channel. It's the best way to support me at the moment, or buy this lovely anthology over on my website is also a good way to support me. But yeah, as for now, this is the video, and I hope to catch you in the upcoming videos. I feel weird recording something. Hold on, I need to reposition myself because my legs are hurting sitting cross-legged.